On the 9th of November 2023, following a 3-week trial at Dublin Central Criminal Court, a jury found Puska guilty by unanimous verdict. The jury heard that he had stabbed Murphy 11 times in the neck, causing her to die from cardiorespiratory arrest following acute blood loss. He was sentenced to life imprisonment. Ashling Murphy was born on July 6, 1998, in Blueball near Tullamore, County Offaly. She was the youngest child of Raymond and Kathleen Murphy. She had 2 brothers and a sister, Catal and Amy. From 2011 to 2017, she attended St. Joseph's School, a Catholic girls' secondary school in Tullamore, before enrolling in Mary Immaculate College in Limerick, from which she graduated in October 2021 with a bachelor's degree in primary education. In March 2021, she began working as a substitute teacher at Scoil Naom Calmsill, a primary school in Darrow, County Offaly. From September 2021, she had a permanent job at the school where she taught first graders. Murphy came from a musical family. All her parents, brothers and sisters played traditional Irish music, and her father performed with the Fureys and the band Best Foot Forward. Murphy herself played the violin and tin whistle from childhood, started learning the uilleann pipes, and performed nationally with the Comhaltas Síol Tóirí Éireann National Orchestra. She was considered a talented violinist, performing at traditional music festivals and giving private music lessons at her family home. She played camogie for her local club Kilcormac Killoughey GAA and represented Mary Immaculate College at the university level. She and her boyfriend Ryan Casey had been in a relationship for over 5 years and were planning to get married. On January 12, 2022, the day of the murder, Murphy finished work at Scoil Naom Calmsill Darrow, approximately 8 kilometers, 5.0 miles northwest of Tullamore, at 2:30 p.m. She was captured on CCTV at 2:37 p.m. on her way to her car, a red Seat Cordoba, which she drove across the N52 to the parking lot on Daingean Road near the Grand Canal. She left the parking lot on foot, wearing a dark blue jacket, dark blue leggings, a Kilcormac Killoughey GAA camouflage top, a white t-shirt, a gray scarf, blue Nike sneakers, and a pink woolly hat with a brown pom-pom. She also wore a ring, sunglasses, a gold necklace with the name Ashling, and a Fitbit Versa 3 smartwatch with an activity tracker connected to her smartphone. Location and activity data from her devices showed that she started walking at 2:51 p.m., heading west across the bridge, and then continued east along the canal towards Digby Bridge. She was last seen on CCTV at 2:55 p.m. Murphy's device location data showed that she crossed Digby Bridge at 3:16 p.m., having walked about 3 kilometers, 1.9 miles, and then headed west back to the parking lot on Daingean Road. At 3:21 p.m., her activity tracker began registering unstable fluctuations consistent with a violent attack. It is believed that the assailant overpowered her and dragged her from the towpath into a nearby steep briar-covered ditch, where he stabbed her several times in the neck. The activity tracking device recorded a rapid decrease in heart rate until 3:27 p.m. and stopped recording heartbeats at 3:31 p.m. 2 runners, Jenna Stack and Aoife Marin, also primary school teachers, witnessed the attack. Later, they reported noticing a mountain bike in a live hedge next to the towpath and heard a loud rustling in the ditch below it. Thinking someone might have fallen off the bike, Marin shouted, "Are you okay? Do you need help?" Stack stepped off the pavement, looked through the live hedge into the ditch, and saw a man leaning over a woman and holding her down. Stack stated that she couldn't see the upper part of the woman's body but noticed her legs kicking vigorously, which she interpreted as a cry for help. Stack shouted, "What are you doing?" And the man shouted back, "Get out of here!" Thinking the man was trying to rape the woman, Stack yelled at him to get off her and said she was calling the police. Stack and Marin then ran for help as neither of them had a phone. On Digby Bridge, the women encountered 2 cyclists and 2 Waterways Ireland workers. Cyclists Enda Malloy and Janice Wilco rode to the location indicated by the women. Malloy noticed a mountain bike in the live hedge and found Murphy's motionless body lying on her back in the adjacent ditch, her face covered in tangled hair and blood. Waterways Ireland workers walked to the scene. One of them later testified that he noticed Murphy's hand was snow white, which he took as a sign that she was already dead. Murphy's body was taken to Midlands Regional Hospital, Tullamore, where state pathologist Dr. Sally Ann Collins conducted a post-mortem examination the following day, January 13th. Collins reported examining a woman 5 feet 3 inches tall and weighing 116 pounds, who had suffered 11 stab wounds to the right side of her neck, resulting in the severing of her left and right jugular veins and right carotid artery. The stab wounds also damaged her vocal cords, rendering her unable to speak or make any coherent sounds. Collins additionally noted a longer incised wound on Murphy's neck. While initially reported by the media that Murphy died from strangulation, Collins confirmed she died from cardiac arrest following acute blood loss. Collins noted that Murphy sustained injuries to her hands, indicative of defense wounds, as well as additional abrasions and bruises on her body. Within 2 hours of Murphy's murder, police detained a 40-year-old man, partly based on descriptions provided by witnesses, but released him the following day after ruling him out of the investigation. The man spoke to the Irish Independent on January 15th, recounting his Gardaí interrogation experience and describing online threats he received since his arrest. In the following days, Gardaí announced they had identified another person of interest, reported to be receiving treatment at a Dublin hospital for serious injuries he could not adequately explain. Stating that forensic evidence led to a breakthrough in the investigation, they asked members of the public if they had noticed a black and green Falcon Storm mountain bike on the day of the murder, or a man wearing a black tracksuit with a large white stripe or white lettering on the trousers. Police conducted searches at residences in Offaly and Dublin, seizing 2 cars. They retrieved a bottle bank from a recycling center near the crime scene and searched a clothing warehouse near Tullamore. Police arrested the suspect at 10:31 a.m. on January 18th, immediately after he was discharged from St. James's Hospital, Dublin. They brought him to Tullamore Garda Station, where they took his fingerprints, DNA samples, and blood. At 7:42 p.m. on January 19th, they charged the man with Murphy's murder and publicly identified him as 31-year-old Joseph Pushka, residing in McClog, approximately 5 kilometers, 3.1 miles, southwest of Tullamore. That same evening, Gardaí brought Pushka to a special sitting of Tullamore District Court. A crowd of about 300 people gathered outside the courthouse and heckled Pushka as Gardaí escorted him into and out of the building. Members of the Murphy family appeared before the court holding photographs of Ashling Murphy in frames. Pushka was remanded in custody at Clover Hill Prison. On April 25, 2022, the Central Criminal Court scheduled Pushka's trial for June 6, 2023, although the trial was postponed as the prosecution needed additional time to respond to the defense expert's conclusion. The trial commenced on October 16, 2023, with Mr. Justice Tony Hunt presiding before a jury of 9 men and 3 women. Pushka pleaded not guilty to Murphy's murder. On November 17, 2023, Judge Tony Hunt sentenced Pushka to mandatory life imprisonment. Noting that Pushka would be eligible for parole in 12 years, Hunt criticized the limitations on sentencing in Irish courts, expressing his view that judges should have the ability to set minimum terms for life sentences as they could in other jurisdictions. A female police officer read a victim impact statement written by Murphy's mother Kathleen stating, "As a parent, you want your child to enter this world and live a full and meaningful life, acutely aware of how fragile their safety is, wanting to protect them. I couldn't protect my dear Ashling, and now she's gone forever." Pushka was referred to as a wicked monster in the statement and was said to never see the light of day again. And if you found this video insightful, don't hesitate to give it a like and share it with others who might find it interesting. Every like, share, and subscription goes a long way in supporting our channel. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.